The last good uninterrupted nap has been in like a month or so.
Is that the drow? Yeah.
Here's the thing, we've only accomplished like one thing.
Yeah, we haven't really done much, and we've been running around endlessly.
To fight.
We're trying our best.
We killed one devil. And that was it.
Yeah, the other ones all ran away.
Like,
We didn't even kill it.
good enough for me.
Oh my god.
Not even the one
Okay,
that's like going after one of our players too.
Yeah,
It was, but the other one.
Thank you, Chris. And we're live, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome, friends. This is the Heroes Era. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm your Dungeon Master, Ben, and with me tonight I have Bodhi as Reynold.
Hello. Accomplished fighter, failed healer. Unable to do his job.
Joel as Mordecai.
You already know what I'm all about.
And Davis as Bezlock the Insane.
Science so advanced it seems like magic.
And Chris will be introducing his new character tonight. After last game, you guys accomplished some things and some other things didn't go so well after all. After finding Brahms, who had been turned into a Minotaur, you decided that you needed to slay the devil you can and take the rod of the Pact Keeper from that devil before leaving. And things did not go quite as planned, and you ended up narrowly escaping, but unfortunately one player or one character did not escape.
One player.
One player.
Someone last week.
If you look back in the footage, there was another like zoom camera that we've blurred out very well.
He edited them
Ben
out.
went back and edited all the old footage. If you go on YouTube, he's gone.
We just
Sometimes
put a
you
picture of Chris still after.
Sometimes you can hear a little snippet of him talking, and then we like we cut it out just almost not
plenty of
enough.
past audio patch in.
Yeah,
Anyways.
we play it off as tech issues.
So Wyman was slain by Yakan, and you all teleported out of there, making use of the amulet of the plains. And Mordecai specified the hillsides of Green Acres, where you had fought the armies of Slad in the past. We're actually going to begin tonight's story, and tonight we are telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era.
Dun, dun, dun.
And if you want to join us, off stream, you can join our Discord and follow us on Twitter at the Heroes Era. Other than that, maybe we'll just dive into the game this evening. And we are going to begin with Chris's character. And Green Acres is dark, and lightning reveals the tall slope of the warped hillside looming above you. Its trees are spindly and dangerously tall. The lower register of the Song of the Abyss thrums in the hillside, reverberating in crawling bass lines, and you know this song. It's what makes Gira so difficult to travel to from distant plains, as the resonant frequency perpetually shifts as the song ever modulates, or some scholars would argue it has no tonal center. And you have seen there are devils here and abominations. You've been walking among them silently, and those who have been unlucky enough to note your passing have been easily slain or evaded with further use of magic. You've noticed there's an order among these devils. Some of them are winged with pelts of spines or barbs, moving independently, deviously through the trees. And they're devils with finely sharpened beards, forming in militant caters, seeming to operate separately from those winged and barbed devils. And they're a dragonkin of some kind. They seem to be similar to dragonborn, but even nearer to dragons, as they have wings. There's a greater power at work here. You can sense that. And you have seen the bathhouse atop the warped hills. It seems to be a nexus for these creatures. You've seen them entering and leaving what remains of the structure. Sometimes these devils are taking sacrifices to the pool beyond the bathhouse, where they're consumed and dragged into the waters by writhing black tentacles. Some of these hapless creatures are cast over the falls. They fall away to the ground far below, shrouded in darkness. And you gaze upon the ruins of the once luxurious bathhouse that sits atop green acres. And the brick walls are overgrown with brush and vines. The fountains that should welcome a guest instead pour a dark crimson liquid. The majestic mammoth statues that stand throughout the complex have had their tusks and trunks removed. Excuse me. And you find yourself here in the trees. The bathhouse is dark. There are many hanging lanterns on the exterior, broken. The light has been snuffed out. Surely some potent evil inhabits this place, perhaps a powerful devil. And you must gain the identity of this devil, witch or wizard, of course.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
So we're in a forest.
We are in
This
a forest.
is only Chris.
Oh, just
I am-
Chris.
Yes, my friend.
Yeah. I am going to try to stealthily and sneakily approach the building and see if there's a clear path where I can gain entry without any prying eyes or anything of that nature. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Just stealth up to the door. I'm not gonna go in just yet. I just want to look and see if I can find an entrance that I can use.
Sure. You see a wide entryway. Part of the back of the temple seems to have been kind of overtaken by the hills that have grown up and over it. But you do see a main entry that you've seen many of these creatures using.
Okay, so this is like a common entryway for them. They're in and out of there regularly.
Yes. And there seems to be another back entrance that leads you or would lead from the inside to the pool behind the bathhouse.
Okay. Is there currently anyone in that immediate vicinity, in or around the door that I can perceive?
If you wait for a few moments, times would come when there are no creatures in sight passing in and out.
Okay, so then what I'll do is I will, because I don't want to risk this since I'm in here by myself right now. So I'm going to watch, and when I don't see, when I don't see anybody immediately there, I'm going to use my bonus action in that moment to use my Nature's Veil, which turns me invisible for a turn around, basically, and then use that period while I'm invisible to dash into the building, find another little alcove or cubby somewhere where I can hide away and tuck myself into before I reappear.
Okay. Would you like to move with stealth, or you just moving as quickly as possible? What do you think?
For this this exact moment and this exact movement, it's going to be a quick move. Unless if I notice somebody or hear something, then I'll stop and try to like. I can't do both. it's this moment is going to be just a quick dash into the place and then hide and stealth. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I only have 6 seconds of invisibility, so I want to get in and hidden before I
thank you.
reappear.
I understand. I see. Okay, so you dart inside, and the bathhouse reeks. There are corpses of dozens of kobolds strewn about the corners of the room. Twice as many severed arms among the piles of bodies. And will you make a religion check? Since you are just moving so quickly, I want to see if anything comes to mind as you pass.
Sure. Oh, jeez, I gotta fix that. Okay. That's a dirty 20. It's not a bad start.
Okay. Well, you know that the devil Showsh is inspired by the myth of the Girabolsh Groza, the many hands that are the tips of the tentacles of the beast. And Showsh takes the hands of his victims, or whatever that creature uses as a hand. Showsh is the devil of desecration. He'll slay an animal or person only to take a prized piece of its corpse. Although Showsh has an unsettling collection of hands, he also collects and mounts the heads of uniquely powerful beings. Showsh has a temple that is entered through a great hall. This hall displays the many heads of the powerful beings that Showsh has defeated. As you enter and rush through this passage, you notice that the walls here in this hall are lined with mammoth and orc heads. And as you said, you're looking for a place to hide quickly. You see a desk with a bookshelf and a large locked chest. These are some of the sole pieces of furniture and the easiest and quickest places, to dart towards, if you would.
Okay. Okay. So, real quick,
Sure.
the name Joljajos. Can you spell that for me so I can put it in my notes? Or put it in the chat.
Yeah,
that's easier.
I just spell it phonetically on all of my.
Okay, that's good enough.
I don't have the real one, but I'll put it in there. Let's see. This is how I remember it. Showsh. And so since you were looking for a place to hide quickly, you do see this alcove with the furniture. And will you make a stealth check for me, please? And describe perhaps what you choose to hide behind?
Yeah. Ooh, nice one. That's a 26.
Oh, very good.
So I when I rush in, what I'll do is I'll like go in and come around. And you said there was a big locked chest there.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll duck around like the other side of the chest and just kind of squat down underneath that, just to take a beat, and then look down to the rest of the path. I imagine as I'm squatted down there, that's when I would come back visible, and then I'm looking down the hall to see like what's the next move. Where do I go from here? I know that I have to keep moving quickly because if anyone sees me in here, I'm dead. So
sure. And as you are looking out, will you make a perception check, please?
Yeah, sure. It's my best skill, actually. That's a 21.
Okay. You feel well hidden. The lack of light and the positioning of this chest is lending for a very good place to hide. And as you gaze out into the hallway, you actually notice something near, and that is on the desk here. You see there are many components, seemingly as for parts of larger spells, but you also notice a specific magical powder on the desk that seems to have its own magical aura or power. And will you make an Arcana check, please?
I was just going to ask because I'm pretty sure Chris knows what that is, but I don't know if.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted a nature check for this.
Nature check. Okay,
I
thank
wrote Arcana,
God.
but I do want nature for this specifically.
Nature. It's a 10. Not great.
Okay.
Not terrible.
Not sure what it might be. Some kind of magical powder. Maybe it will put somebody to sleep or awaken them. And as you are looking out and listening, you hear loud footsteps enter the room in the same passageway that you have used to enter. And you see a young man dressed in platinum robes. He's speaking quietly to himself and just walking about the room, seeming to be lost in his own contemplations. And soon you see 4 creatures enter the room. These are the dragon kin that you saw earlier, like dragonborn, but warped, twisted. And this group is copper in color. They move with hunched backs and glowing eyes, with spindly wings shifting on their backs. One of them rolls a gnome encased in armor into the room, and 2 others dragging a large minotaur. And then a man, and then one with hulking, twisted horns. And you see the face of this one. He wears the face of Belial. You know this person. This must be Mordecai, who you have heard of. Unless somebody else now wears that devil's face. And as the creatures enter, you hear them speak. They take many sand, Lord. And the young man speaks. I told you to stop bringing me townsfolk. We'll have nobody left to exploit. He saw a rift. Then we saw them on the hill knocked out. And one of the hunched copper red creatures reaches into his satchel and blows a handful of sand into the face of the minotaur. And the young man in the platinum robes asks one of the creatures, Where did you get that sword? And the blade shines brilliantly like the light of Shografles. This dragon creature does not respond but turns its head a bit. Give it to me. Come now. The creature hesitates and hands over the blade. I need to feed Grelzrat, and then I will call Oja Showsh. He regards the one whose blade he is taking, sensing the creature's resentment. Oja Showsh will reward you for this, I'm sure. Now, watch them. Don't touch any of my things. It's Master Rio, the one says begrudgingly. You 3, with me. And Master Rio leads 3 of these creatures out. One holds a sword of sharpness taken from the cleric. Another wields Brahm's massive axe, needing both hands to swing it. The draconic creature tosses the bag of sleeping sand onto the desk and begins to walk quietly to the exit, where Master Rio and the others left, listening for their departure. You find yourself with just one of these creatures now as you look out from behind where you were hidden.
Okay, so everybody else is gone now? The other one left too?
There's one of these creatures left, and they've walked towards the entryway. They seem to be listening, as the other group leaves, and these 4 warriors are laid upon the ground in the chamber before you.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna and he tossed that pouch, the sleeping powder stuff, right on that table.
He did, yes.
Okay. Well, I think it's obvious what I'm gonna do here. I'm going to Misty step out of his place and I'm gonna leave and never come back. No. I'm gonna grab that powder and I'm gonna tiptoe behind him and I'm gonna give him a little flick of the what I'm gonna try to do is come up behind him and give him a little flick of the powder from behind, but like one of those flick it and then like kind of grab him and slide him back away from the entryway.
I see. Okay. Make a stealth check, please.
Sure.
You grab the bag of the sand, taking a handful of it.
Mm. 10.
And as you come from behind the desk, the creature turns and sees you as it is listening keenly. You're perhaps 10 feet away from it. Please roll initiative.
Give me a good initiative. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Okay. And you can act.
Okay, you said
what if we
I'm
died
10.
during this fight?
Uh-oh.
Oh man, don't even say that. All right. I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
just as you've emerged from this alcove where the desk and the furniture are, the creature is, turning back to head your direction, and you find yourself 10 feet from them as they notice you.
This is just a little kobold guy.
No, I'm sorry. This is like appears somewhat like a dragonborn, but with wings.
Oh, okay. It's one of the
Like a
okay.
mutant of some kind.
Right. I got you. Okay. Okay. If I'm doing it like trying to hit him with that sleeping powder, I'm gonna pull semantics first thing with this character. Trying to hit him with that sleeping powder, is that an action?
Yes.
Like would it be not an action? I'm sorry. Would it be considered like an attack? Trying to hit him with that powder.
I think in this scenario, yeah, from 10 feet away, it'd be like a ranged attack.
Okay.
If you get closer, it'd be like a touch or a melee attack, I think.
Right. Trying to find, because there's a thing I have. Hang on, new character. Who this?
And I need to edit the art that's displayed on your page right now for the stream, but we'll get to that at some point. I didn't run it by you at all. I just went based off of what your gear was.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to add jet black hair. You have a very intricate hairstyle, I must say.
That's not. I posted that thing in the chat, but that's not going to work for this right now. I'm just gonna. When he turns around and he makes eye contact with me from 10 feet away while I'm trying to tiptoe, I've already got my hand in the pouch. He's going to look at me and I'm going to go, "Oh, hello," and just immediately throw it at him.
Okay, attack with advantage, please.
Okay. Would this just be a dex attack? I'm not proficient with powder.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
I don't expect you are yet. Oh,
Jesus. 12?
And okay.
This is fine. We'll do this the hard way if I have to.
Yes, the creature dashes forward, drawing its daggers, avoiding this cloud of powder.
Okay. Okay. Realizing that didn't quite work, I'm going to I'm just gonna go. All right, and pull out my scimitar.
Okay.
And just wait for him because he's coming. He's coming for me. Yeah.
As you draw your scimitar, the creature begins backing slowly, daggers drawn, and darts away. You see him disappear out of the opening and kind of turn around the corner, going out of sight into the storm.
I put the sword back. I pick up that pouch of powder, and I go, shit. I turn. I run back into the room. Which one of them was still in there, unconscious?
All four of the adventurer or warrior types are here in the room. There's a chalk octagon upon the floor, and they're all laying within it.
Okay.
The minotaur, the gnome, the armored human, and the robed tiefling.
There's not a. Okay.
Yes, the one that the creature that just fled was the sole guard, as the others had left with Master Rio.
All right. The gnome was the second one you mentioned, right? I'm not
Yes.
gonna heal up the gnome. He's little. No, I'll go to him. That's right.
Okay.
I'll run over to the gnome. I'm gonna do a cure wounds on him. See if that'll wake him up.
Okay.
So it's +3, so it's 8 points.
And indeed, it does. And this gnome is none other than Bezlock.
Okay.
Oh, Davis, you're muted, my friend.
So I'm gonna pump the healing spell into him and be like, okay, all right. I don't know who you are, but come on, get up. Is your friends
There we go.
sleeping?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
We
yes.
have to go. We have to go.
And so, you just see a very armored gnome, and you just hear this like high pitched squeak, like, because I've literally just been teleported through. I don't even know where I am. I don't know anything that's going on, so I'm very confused. And so I'm just making squeaking noises at the moment.
Okay. And you will find yourself at full health. You must have been asleep for some time now.
So I'm not bleeding anymore. Outstanding.
And I'll turn to the. You said there was a human with them.
Yes.
I guess that'll probably be the next one over there. So I'll turn over to them, and
Okay.
I'm before I do the spell, I'm gonna try to just after seeing how easily he sat up, I'm just gonna try to like kind of give him a little slap on the cheek. Like, come on, we gotta go. Come on, wake up.
And
Boo boo.
you may have to put a little bit of force behind that slap to wake up this man, unfortunately.
Come on. Whack! Come on.
All right. Can I do a hangover check?
A hangover check. I'm not familiar with that.
Just a D20 to see if I'm hungover.
Sure.
I just want to. It's a role play thing. Oh yeah, I'm hungover. I'm hungover as AF.
That's some disadvantages right there. Is what that is.
Yeah.
All right, come on. We deal with this later. We've got to go.
And there's the one
Got
with
to
the
go.
face of
Go around.
Belial that you recognize as well.
I'm trying to get him. Ooh, is this one with you?
Mordecai, and I crawl over and I just like grab him by like his shirt and like, wake up, Mordecai.
All right.
Seems to
Fine.
do the trick.
Okay,
Mordecai.
and the big fella, he yours too.
Well, first of all, he's a general, and yes,
All right, the big general, is he yours too?
yeah, he's with
Oh,
us.
good. Okay. And I'll run over to him and I start to like kind of pat his cheek, and then I look at this massive thing and bah! And just like punch him across the cheek. Wake up!
Oh! Brahms
Come
comes
on.
to immediately.
Wakey,
Sorry,
wakey.
That
Or
sounds
big
about
fella.
right.
Sir,
See,
sorry, but we got to go. Don't have the time. Come on with me. Let's go. And I
Brahms
start
begins
making
to
my way
feel
over.
himself looking for his weapon.
Oh,
You start
no.
sprinting
Looking
out.
for-
Is that right?
Oh,
I turn to leave, and then when I see him looking, I'm like, "Oh, you looking for the wet? They took that. Wouldn't worry about it. We'll get you a new one. Come on, we got to go now."
Oh, my sword.
Do
Bezlock,
they
you
have all
find
of
that
our-
your son's sword is missing also.
Okay, all right. And so I'm too hungover to care. I'm still like, I'm just like sitting all splooted on the ground, like just at 90 degrees, just like, just making squeaking noises.
So DM,
Yes, Mordecai.
am I right in assuming that they've probably taken my rod as well as the handy haversack?
They don't seem to have touched your belongings, perhaps out of fear.
That's fair. Look, thank you for waking us. I don't know where. Yeah, I remember this place. But we gotta get our stuff back, first of all.
Okay, here's the thing.
What?
There's a bunch of devils here, right? And
Oh,
and I
yeah?
had a bit of a run-in with one of them, made a little bit of noise, and he ran off. And I tell you right now, he's not running off home for the day. He's coming back. He's not going to come back alone. So if you want your stuff, then you got to get it quick, or you're going to die with it in your hands again.
Yeah, no, I want my sword back.
Where is it?
All right, come on then, quickly, let's go. And he
Where are
turns
we?
and starts heading the direction they went with the stuff.
Yeah.
And you step out of the bathhouse and look out into the storm. We
Good
all make
times.
perception checks, please.
Also, then, I have to ask. Moreno looks towards his cage on his side. Is it occupied by anything?
Oh, I'm sorry. One of the Draconians carried away the cage with a little birdie in it.
Oh, man,
Oh.
we gotta get that fucking cage back.
Oh, that
Um,
thing's lunch.
Screw the
That
sword.
thing
We
is
need that
lunch.
cage.
I rolled
That thing is lunch for
perception.
sure.
I rolled perception with disadvantage because I have a massive hangover.
Doesn't look like you needed it. I accidentally rolled with advantage, so unfortunately that natural 20 is not going to count.
I got a natural
Oh.
one.
That'll be a 16 for me.
All right, and we're all
16 for me
down.
as well.
And you all rushed to the
yeah, we do.
to the exit here upon discovering this. And interesting. You see a grove or a copse of trees to the right, and you see hunched draconian figures amidst the trees here, brandishing their weapons, your weapons, rather. And if you all would, let me pull you onto the map here.
That's yours there.
Look,
The big guys.
I don't know who you are. I could give less of a crap about any of the weapons or anything like that. That bird in that cage is so vital. We have to get that.
The bird.
Yeah,
The little canary.
yes. It's so important.
If he's so important, then why you bring him out here with you?
I have to take care of him. An old man in the alleyway told me to.
Even
I'm
Bezlock
not
looks up
from
at you.
anywhere near
What
here.
the? What?
I'm
what-
not
Either-
from anywhere near here. I've done a lot of traveling in my time, and I've talked to a lot of people. That is by far the weirdest and most disturbing thing that anyone has ever said to me.
It's true, though. It's
Now, are you
true.
seriously telling me that we are about to risk our life so that you can retrieve the bird that some creepy old man handed to you in an alleyway? He
Yes.
told you it was important.
I look. I can't tell you why it's important. I don't know. I just met you. But I'm sure if we get to be a little more friendly and we become better friends, I'll let you in on why it's important. Just that I will die getting that bird.
He pauses for a second and he looks you like right in the eye, like just locks eyes with you hard, just stares.
Since we just woke up, I'm gonna.
All right, we'll get you bird.
Since we just woke up, I'm gonna store my spell. Just wanted to get that on the record now.
Okay.
It's just in a little globe on my belt.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble getting you guys vision on this map. Oh, can you see it? You might need to zoom out all the way.
Where are
I'm
we?
all black.
Yeah, I see. I see where we're at.
Yep.
Man, this place just gets worse every time I come back here. I swear.
Chris, you can't see anything?
No, I'm all
Let's
black.
see.
Hey,
Oh, I guess you
Bezlot,
might need to change your...
Mm.
little bit background on this place.
I see it.
Last time I was here, I was kind of me and Mordecai and Jules, another guy you don't know. We were fighting this weird there's this orc guy who had like tentacles stabbed through his back. It's a real bad like dark magic here. It's not good.
How about now,
Okay.
Chris?
I just moan at you.
It's still all black. Yeah, if you changed it, did you drag the token back out? Because I think you have to redo it.
It's like in the lower right corner.
There it
I don't know if that
is.
helps.
Now I can see.
Dude,
Thanks.
3d10 now for Firebolt and Thorn Whip. It's all of our 2s went to 3s.
Oh wait, our cantrips go up?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Level,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
So you
You
see the
are
group of
way more
draconians there
powerful
huddled
now.
in the trees, and they are aware of you as well. Will everybody please roll initiative?
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna roll that with disadvantage.
I've been awake for approximately 3 minutes,
Yep.
and I'm already fighting something.
Hit me with that 14. Yeah.
I got a 9.
I got a 9.
Well, that was a stupid mace.
Oof.
Hey, it's better on initiative.
Is it?
Yes.
That's the one guy who's a badass. Imagine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he just gained character development from that role.
Well, yeah.
We're gonna have Picro Nicolo. Eh?
Huh?
Yeah, Picrol Nicolo.
Picro Nicolo. Let's
Piccolo?
go.
Piccolo.
Be first.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm
your
sorry,
name
I don't
is-
have dynamic setting light set up on this map. So these walls act as they're blocking your line of sight. You can see the 2 of them here. You know that there are 3. You've seen the third kind of lean out, but he's disappeared from sight. And they are hiding amongst the trees, so they will be a little bit harder to hit.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I just gotta double check something really quick here. I think I can do both of these things. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to all right, so for my bonus action, I'm going to use my Planar Warrior ability on this first one, this guy right here. So I'm basically marking him as my favorite enemy currently.
Ooh.
And I'm going to get extra damage for that. Then I'm going to run 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. I'm going to start from, and then right about here, I'm going to start drawing my scimitar, and I'm going to use my distant strike ability to then teleport the last 10 feet as I'm swinging and hit this guy, or swing for him at least. Oh shoot, it's not supposed to be auto rolling that. Oof, natural 1. Lifted. That's okay.
Reynald is going to add 10 to that.
I think it's a natural 1, so it misses regardless of bonuses.
If it missed, I
Natural
will not
ones
do it then.
Yeah. There we go. Don't auto roll.
You don't need to expend that power.
Yeah.
That's okay, Reynold.
I tried.
That's all right though, because I'm gonna teleport another 10 feet to this side, and I'm gonna take another swing at the same guy. Come on now. Are you kidding me?
12 will miss. This creature turns its back. It's heavily armored.
All right.
Its own scale
that's
seeming
swinging.
to act like armor. Go ahead.
So after the second swing, I'm there and I look and he's still there. I'm like, all right, fair enough. Just square up for the next round.
And there you are, surrounded by these 3 devilish draconians. Bezlock, you're next.
Bezlock's still pretty hungover. He's now we're outside, and is it bright out? Do we decide if it was bright out?
No,
There's no sun in the world, friend.
Okay. So
now and then, though, the hill is lit by lightning from the storm.
Okay. So the fact that it's dark outside is actually helping. His dark vision is very acute, and he sees these things. And he just woke up and he's grumpy, and he just growls and runs straight up and attacks this guy with his mace, which he just roll it.
18 will hit.
All right, hit him for 3, and then I roll again. Crit miss. And I end my turn.
Okay. And these 3 creatures kind of flap their wings reflexively, shrugging against these blows, and one of them attacks with the sword of sharpness. Attacking Bezlock.
That's a miss.
Oh, goodness.
Good. Freaking roll a 27 again, why don't you? Jeez. That was so ridiculous. I could not believe it.
Oh, another 9. And this creature is not accustomed to the blade, clearly. And another of them just draws its daggers and tries to stab you as well, Bezlock.
Okay.
24.
Hits.
14.
Okay. 14 misses. Or is that how much damage?
The 14 will miss. And will you please make a Constitution saving throw?
Sure.
Okay, and you will not be poisoned, but you will take the poison damage. So take 7 from the dagger, and it seems to be coated in poison as it just sinks into your shoulder.
Just 7 points.
You start bleeding again.
All right.
7 piercing and 10 poison. And another... I'm sorry, I described it as the hammer of Brahms, but Brahms has been using an axe. My mistake. And this creature tries to lift the axe, this large axe, and swing it against Pickrel.
Pickrel.
Nicolo.
Piccolo.
Michelob Ultra, got it.
27 will hit.
Oh my god, you did
Will
it.
hit.
He goes down instantly. He only had 9 hit points.
Yeah,
Takes 6 damage.
I can deal with that.
Yeah.
This creature doesn't quite have the strength to wield this axe very well. It's quite large, but it's kind of taking glee and pleasure in doing so nonetheless. And Brahms steps up beside you, Reynold, and puts his hand on your chest and Where do you keep the stone that is sealed that contains the magical signet of Therazessa?
I hold on to it.
Yeah, Mordecai's got it. I don't keep it on me because I'm already too much of a target as is.
Oh, okay.
Well, all of us are, really. I got a longsword if you want it.
Where do you is the stone in a bag of holding, or is it on your person?
I believe it was on a chain around my neck.
Brahms reaches out to you, Mordecai. Forgive me for the mistake. And he places his hand on your chest and holds the stone up and kind of inquires, wishing to take it.
I feel like he knows what he's doing with this more than we do.
He's got the most experience for sure.
We have no idea what to do with this thing, so I think I'm just going to let him.
Okay. And Therazessa had requested, you seek Brahms for help with this stone originally.
Yes.
That was some games ago, though.
And so far, he's been, I think he's been our biggest ally in terms of our adventures so far. So I would have some faith in him.
Brahms clutches the stone and just snaps the chain from your neck, holding the stone. It snaps quickly. It doesn't cause much pain, just kind of startling, perhaps.
Mordecai's thick neck muscles just resist the damage.
Doesn't matter. Like
Scrubs it off.
Hold on. It's like the one body part.
Brahms
It's
doesn't
like the
actually
one
rip it
body
off.
part
Mordecai
that-
just
that
flexes.
Grom is
Yeah, dude, he's been doing shoulders at the gym,
Oh my gosh.
He's like, allow me.
And
I'll show you some
Brahms
moves later.
Brahms begins trying to cast a ritual. You can, hear the words of his magic, and he begins casting some kind of spell, focusing on this stone very intently. Next is Mordecai.
Well, my original plan was to drop a fireball, but seeing as we have as many allies as enemies in that area, it's probably not a good idea anymore. I'm going to move this way, and I'm going to try to attack the one closest to Bezlock, north of. Yes.
Okay.
So that's going to be Eldritch Blast, which at my current level,
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
get 3 of them, baby.
it's 3.
Oh, Lord.
Nice.
I don't
All
know.
the fun. Yeah.
Oh, we are going to murder these guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna feel so good after last week.
Yeah, not if they keep rolling 27s.
I'm gonna
13 misses, 23 hits, 23 hits.
Okay.
I was gonna reaction add 10 to that 13.
Okay, so we got all 23s, all 3 hit.
Oh,
Kill him!
triple 23, huh?
Kill him dead!
7, 8.
Inspiration, baby. Let's go.
3 times 8 is 24. So that'll be 24 points of damage, and he's pushed 30 feet.
Look at you using math
So-
tricks.
So if he's up on a tree, he's gonna tumble and fall.
He's flown out
Yeah,
of the
he's
map.
shoved across the hillside to the very edge of this steep slope. Again, these hills have grown unnaturally tall, and this steep slope is quite dangerous. He's just right on the edge of it.
Oh.
Will that be all from Mordecai?
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Next is Reynold.
Oh, we're gonna have some good times here. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. How hurt does this guy look?
On the precipice of the cliff there, very badly injured.
Okay. Well, I'm going to. Let's see, what's the difference between these two? I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on him. I need a wisdom save of 17. Hopefully he doesn't make it.
+1.
Okay, so he's going to take 3d12 damage. All necrotic. Wow, that is a bad roll.
Good God, man.
What's
Holy,
going on today?
why are all of us rolling so low immediately?
Right,
That portal
Brody.
did something to us. What happened?
Bodhi, if it makes you feel any better, my 3 damage rolls were all below average.
Yeah, all 3.
Anything below 10 is below average for me.
I was expecting at least double digits, with 3d12.
Oh, dude.
At least you hit.
Yeah. Reynold fully expects to kill this guy as bells ring over his head, and he just sits there and watches as he just takes it and doesn't get hurt. I thought it would have done more damage than that. Well, that's me. That's my turn.
And it is a sound hit, but the dragon seems to have something left. P. Crawl, you are next.
Okay. I am going to take a good swing at this guy right here. Before I do so, wait. How hurt does this guy look? Is that the one that Reynold? No, Reynold was going after this guy over here. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going after the far guy. I don't think these two guys have been hit at all.
Yeah, they're full.
Untouched.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I will use my bonus action to mark him again for this round as my with my planar warrior.
Which one?
And
This one?
that one. Yep. Swinging with the scimitar. What the?
Stop! Stop! It's your new character. It's supposed to be your
11 misses.
debut.
Oh my God, that
23
was
hits.
happened again.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I did.
Did you guys weighted virtual dice that you're playing with?
Apparently, man, I'm gonna change the dice color because this is a bad luck color. Apparently. Okay, cool. The 23 hits. As that hits, I'm gonna I will, as part of that attack action with the hit, I'll use my favorite foe feature as well. So that gives me an extra d6 of damage from that too. So that's gonna be
All right.
23 points of damage.
So what you're telling me is you're now a rogue with spellcasting.
Arcane trickster or something.
If
And
I'm
sorry,
able to
does
attack it, right?
require that these are devils to
No,
activate that damage? Oh,
no.
What?
No, these are all. This is all just.
very nice.
I have planar warrior. Lets me. I use a bonus action. I get an extra 2d8 damage on the next hit, and I don't have favorite foe in here that I can link to it. But favorite foe replaced favorite enemy for ranger, which when you land the attack, you are, as part of that action, you mark them as your favorite foe at that point. And then you get the extra and you get it's like a mixture between favorite enemy and hunter's mark, kind of mushed into one.
Cool. Okay. Would that be all?
Yes, that will be it. I'm not gonna try to move. Yeah.
And Bezlok the Insane, you're up.
All right, Bezlok, feeling mighty insane. He just walked up and he used his little basic mace and just smacked the guy. And then he kind of blinks as everybody else starts shooting spells and doing the special things, and he remembers that I can do these things too. And so he peeks around this dragon and shoots a firebolt at this one. And so what that looks like is he has this little collapsible. It looks like a little disc about this big, and he pulls it off his belt, and he extends it out and he shoots a firebolt.
A 28 will hit.
All right.
Whew. Jeez.
3d10. That was the max roll right there.
And this is the far one, right?
Yeah. Like
Nice.
he like peeks to the side, like straight out of a video game, and shoots his little bazooka, his little mini bazooka.
At least one of us can roll.
I know,
That was
right?
very lucky. And then he wants to use his bonus action, and inside his suit, just a little tear goes down his for Boo Boo. Little tear, and then he ends his turn.
And the draconian creature's taking quite a beating. One looks behind it over the edge, and you see its eyes dart to around the corner, and then it swiftly turns and leaps off the edge, stretching its wings, not flapping them, but using them to glide, and it disappears from view. And the two that are caught amidst you here, they look about, kind of glancing down the hillside with a greater fear for something, perhaps something worse than dying at your hands would await them if they were to flee. But they decide to fight, and one wields the sword of sharpness. Bezlock, a 21. And a 15. The 21 will hit, right? No.
No,
Okay.
that it meets.
Okay. And the creature's still not familiar with this sword, although it does seem to be, some kind of trained warrior. But it's not making a good showing for itself. And the other, with its two daggers, begins to back slowly away, carefully, not provoking any kind of attack. And the creature runs and leaps off the edge of the twisted hillside, hundreds of feet above the ground below, and it begins to glide with its wings outstretched.
Are they
disappearing
fleeing with
from
their
view.
stuff?
Yeah.
This pack only has the sword of sharpness so far.
It would seem that way. One of them had the axe that Brahms wielded. That one has run away and disappeared.
That was the first one that left.
Oh, okay.
And next is Brahms continues to chant, focused intently on this stone. You hear words of magic, Mordecai, but Brahms is struggling, you can tell, and also struggling to make the right gestures. He seems to be, become frustrated a bit. Mordecai, it is your turn.
Seeing them flee, I want to help Ron, but I also don't want him to be able to leave. Seeing that Brahm is still focused on the stone, I have a feeling it's going to have a bit more importance. So I want to make my way back and try to assist him if I can.
Okay. Will you make a Knowledge Arcana check, please?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Devil's Own Luck on this.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, I'm going to need it.
And you have a sense for some of the magic that Brahms is trying to cast here.
Eesh.
You can't discern what spell, but you can make a performance or Arcana check at disadvantage because of the initial roll, to try to aid Brahms in some way. As he's fumbling over words because now he's a Minotaur and having trouble speaking. Perhaps you can help him to orate those, or certain gestures he's struggling with. New limbs. You can perhaps aid in that way if you like. So if you wish to, you can make one of those checks at disadvantage.
I'm going to go with performance because Arcana has not treated me well, so performance has never betrayed me.
Okay.
Okay, 14.
Okay. And immediately you help Brahms figure out some of the words that he's stumbling over, and it feels like the magic is starting to flow in what he's trying to accomplish. And if you have any bonus actions or things like that, you can do that. Otherwise, will that be all?
1 second, please. Sorry. Yeah, that's all I can do.
After Mordecai is Reynald.
Okay, quick bird check. Do I see my bird, my beloved son?
What's your passive perception, Reynald?
I believe it would be high. 16.
You hear a bird, your bird, Julia. You hear her singing the song of Sugar Fleas, excuse me. The song of Sugar Fleas from around the Shorner. Just to the left.
Over this direction?
I'm sorry, my map's a little zoomed in. She must have been put down or hanging or, put in a tree somewhere or something like that. She's certainly around the corner of this building.
Julia, I'm coming. Reynald is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 diagonally so it doesn't get hit. 5,
okay.
10, 15, 20, 25. I think that's my full movement. And as a action, is going to look at this man who has been hurt, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to do Toll the Dead again, so I need a wisdom save of 17.
F him up.
Okay.
A 7.
That is 3d12 of necrotic damage.
There we go.
There's the rolls.
That's better.
That's 23 necrotic damage.
2/3. That's not bad.
And this creature dissolves from your magic, and acid splashes violently out. Please
Hit the deck.
P. Kroll and Bezlock make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
I bet you're really good at that, aren't you, Bezlock?
I am actually.
Oh.
And I'm gonna give myself a +5 to that. So make
21.
Okay.
Mine's a 14.
Okay. And you do jump out of the way of this acid. It seems quite caustic as it burns away a portion of these bricks and seems to linger there burning, or, burning away the material at least. And this creature is defeated.
Is the sword on the ground?
The
Sword
of sharpness. Yes. And as this happens upon this creature's death, P. Kroll, you recognize these as draconians. These are twisted abominations, the makings of which are something of a mystery, but there are rumors of dragon eggs or dragon blood being used in various ways to create these creatures who act as part of a larger army, perhaps a dragon army.
Okay. So yeah, after it pops and he kind of ducks away from the acid. nasty draconian popping. Ugh, I hate it. Puts the scimitar away and he hollers over to Reynold. Oi, you find your bird?
I'm getting my damn bird back! And he's sprinting down wherever he last heard Julia from. He's gonna move around the corner.
And around the corner, you see the cage. It has a piece of cloth over it, so Julia cannot fit through the bars that are quite wide actually. And you can easily remove the cover, and there she is.
Oh, relief floods Reynolds' body as he has not messed up the one thing a god has told him not to do. Okay. Woo.
Was the light sword activated when it left the room?
It did seem to be activated, yes.
Like, Bezlok is now, like, fully awake. He's been awake a whole 29 seconds, and we've just killed 3 things. And now he realizes that he's been using a mace instead of his ancestral sword. And so he starts looking around for a light source in the darkness.
Sure. And you recall that the... forgive me. P. Crawl would know that the sword was given to the one who was a mage or a human, a robed human. And you can make a perception check, please, Bezlok.
Okay. All right.
And lightning and thunder seem to activate just as you're looking about for light, and so you kind of see it everywhere, and you're really not sure where that sword might be at this moment.
So I walk over to the new stranger, because, I'm still new to the group, and I say, "Did you see the sword? Did you see the sword?"
Yeah, there's a sword right here. This one?
The glowy one.
The sort of glowy one. No, mate. They had they took the axe, the big guy, and they just left with that one. There was this sword, the bird, and another fella took it wasn't a sword though, it was broken. It was just like a hilt, like a broken hilt. I guess he took it as like a keepsake or whatever. I don't know.
Which way? He's very frantic.
He went out the other way, where the other ones went. What?
Well, look, a bird is very important.
Okay, hang on.
That was a sword.
Okay? Judging from what I've seen from you last couple minutes here, I'm assuming that bird isn't just a bird, and that broken hilt of a blade isn't just a broken piece of garbage, huh?
That is correct.
All right. Well, we got the bird. Oh well, let's go get killed for a hilt then. I think they went.
Ancestral hilt, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I meant no disrespect. I just don't understand. But that's my problem, not yours. I apologize. How's the big fella doing over there? What's he working on?
I bring our new friend around the corner. It's like, well, our Minotaur friend is just doing a reality altering ritual where he cannot cast magic properly, and so he's trying his best. Our little demonic devil friend is helping him out.
Yeah, just a devil ritual.
Yeah, just a devil ritual. Me, light cleric, him, a devil guy, or good friends.
Listen,
DM, what kind of sword is sword of sharpness?
It's I think it was a short or long sword. It's 1 to 2.
It was Reynolds, a short sword.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, you gotta be
attuned. 1d6, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be attuned to it.
Sense a very dry sense of humor with this lot.
I was thinking we have a giant minotaur without a weapon.
He can have it 100%. I mean, he's got to attune to it. Sadly, that's why I'm using my hammer instead.
Okay. Are we gonna have to chase down his axe also?
Yes, it's very important.
Brahms clutches your shoulder, Mordecai, and he seems to be struggling over a specific word.
Can I try to help him once more?
Yes.
Okay. Would this be performance or arcana?
You can do either, and this will just be a straight roll, not a disadvantage.
Can Reynold help him because he had experience teaching people who have a hard time saying words, i.e., his son?
Yes, you can. You can aid Mordecai in aiding Brahms.
I got this little book here. Okay.
Wait, does that give me advantage or just still a normal roll?
Yes, you'll have advantage now.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I don't know how good he is at teaching.
Erase the
Reynold, do you have a ring that is enchanted, just random jewelry on?
I got
That's a nat 20.
25. Nice.
A performance.
I have a ring for warding bond. I have a pair of them. It's a spell component, but it's not magical innately.
Okay.
And so as Brahms struggles over this magic and the group of you kind of collect yourselves, taking inventory of your belongings, I think the Sun Sword is the only thing that still seems to be missing besides Brahms' battle axe. And Mordecai, you are, catching onto the words that Brahms is saying now, and you recognize this spell. You've studied it before. The name of it's not coming to you, but you've studied it in the past, although it is a bit beyond your ability to cast alone at this point. And you're able to assist Brahms, and he is speaking the magic as you aid him, and Reynold, of course, is there as well. The three of you coming together, trying to cast whatever spell this is to release the seal upon this stone. And the stone seems to begin to peel apart like an eye opening very slowly, and within you see a storm roiling. You feel yourself drawn, attracted, and Brahms immediately kind of shields your eyes as this storm is coming into vision before it is completely revealed. And he too looks away from it, and Brahms sets the stone on the ground and steps back, and a moment later, next to the stone, you see materialize the visage of Therazessa, a woman, an elven woman, who months ago hired Reynold to accompany her. She wears a vaguely mint-colored garment decorated with teal, kind of bold stripes of teal, and she now stands before you all in the storm, and her eyes are closed as if in meditation. Her visage walks in the rain, only a couple of steps, seeming to feel the storm around her. And as the rain continues and pours upon her, this visage is washed away like streaks of water dripping down glass, until there is merely a teal puddle where she stood next to the stone that you are, I hope, trying to keep in the corner of your eye and not looking directly at. And then this water, this puddle, coalesces in the form of a woman, much like Therazessa, who just stood there. And this visage, this water, begins to grow ever larger, perhaps as large as a giant, and she turns to face the pool that is beyond the bathhouse. I don't have your vision set up so that it's visible on the map, but you would see a pool a little bit further south, spilling over the hills. And she turns to face this pool beyond the bathhouse, and her voice sings out like thunder, "Oje Showsh, show yourself!" And the waters in the pool part, and they're cast aside in giant waves that spray into the air. They cover the trees for a moment, and some of the water even sprays upon you, but it feels warm and cleansing. and you all gain inspiration.
Yay.
And you find yourself drawn closer to Therazessa, almost following her. Your current worries of recovering whatever items, at least for the immediate moment, perhaps removed from your mind just for the second. And if you guys would move your tokens a little bit further down.
Reno kind of like leans over to their new acquaintance and is like, I was joking about the reality thing. I didn't think this would happen.
Oh, it's just it's a interdimensional tanglement. It's not a big deal.
And you
Okay.
find yourselves flanking this just extremely tall, water version of Therazessa, gazing upon now the dry crater of this lake. And you see there's a writhing mass of tentacles at the bottom of the crater. And Brahms begins to sing. He's beside you as well. His baritone voice carries even in the wild storm. And the tentacles seem to fight against each other at the bottom of this pit. As they struggle, they raise into the air, and they too take on a vaguely humanoid figure with many long arms of grasping tentacles and a face. The face you see is the face of Showsh, stretched and contorted upon the end of a tentacle. And the tentacles are wearing this face of the devil like a mask. And the sound of Brahms' singing will grant you all advantage on initiative. And please roll initiative.
I wanted to say, I didn't want to interrupt you during your moment, but I want to release Julia as a bonus action to let her sing as well and join in the chorus to give everybody advantage on their first attack.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little winded. I got a 4 and a 3.
And we'll take a brief break here. Everybody can grab some snacks or drinks, whatever you want. And we'll be back in like 15 minutes or so at about 7:45, a couple minutes after that. So then the adventure continues.
I mean, I could do 3 tinkers. So if you want like a little robot something, I can make it.
I don't think we can make you a robot, but maybe we can make you some kind of like flesh puppet zombie type thing, you know?
All right,
We'll take some of these tentacles and sew them
Maybe
together.
throw some tentacles in there, yeah. Like you could workshop something.
Instead of legs, it's just one writhing mass of tentacles that walks on 4.
But you have to name it something cute. Like that's
Yeah. Like Cuddles or
like Cuddles
Fluffy.
or Bubbles. Bubbles.
Bubbles a tentacle monster. There you go.
a holy cleric, a man with a devil face, a crazy insane tinker in armor with a tentacle pet, and a guy that just showed up. Oh, not to mention the Minotaur and water elemental lady that has now joined.
We're back live. Just getting a couple other things set up here, and then we'll get to the battle.
Hello, everybody. Second boss fight, 2 sessions. You'll see us all fall again. Who will die this time?
At least I have spell slots this time.
Yeah, at least we had spell slots. We had health, but we didn't have spells. So we're going to see how much this changes things, you know?
I mean, I really hope that your luck turns around.
With the rolls we've had today, I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not looking good for any of us, even you. It might look like a whole whiff fest with every character.
Wait, is that the bad guy?
This represents Therazessa.
Okay. All up in our grill already, huh?
Oh, that tentacle mass does not look great.
You essentially, had followed Therazessa over here briefly as she revealed the massive tentacles beneath the water. I don't have a different face for this map, so this is a dry crater that kind of slopes downward. It's very muddy and slick. And there is the massive tentacles at the bottom that has, taken on the visage of a humanoid figure, and the face of that is wearing one of the devil masks, one of Makazel's 8 faces of humiliation. This one known as Showsh. And combat begins with P. Crawl. You act first.
Okay. All right. P. Crawl is going to see this massive tentacled thing and be like, "Oh, might need a bit of help with this one, yeah." And he's going to start drawing some runes into the air and chanting an incantation, and is going to cast Conjure Animals. And I am going to summon I can do 1 creature of challenge rating 2, 2 of 1, 4 of half, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to summon a giant constrictor snake. The challenge rating 2. Creature. And I'm going to plop it down right next to that thing.
Oh my god. That is very large.
And it is going to it rolls its own initiative.
For the sake of it, let's have it act in initiative right after you, okay?
Okay, that works for me.
So just keep it simple that way.
Yeah. And that is going to actually wait for my bonus action. I'll go ahead and for my bonus action, I'll go ahead and mark the tentacles with my planar warrior feature for my next. So I have that prep for the next round, and then that'll be it for my.
If you have an opportunity, put that up in the chat if you would, please. Oh, you did. Thank you.
I just did.
Thank you.
I just did. Yep.
Very good, my friend.
Okay.
Okay.
And then my giant constrictor friend Boris, I've decided is his name. He is going to, Boris is going to go for a, he probably can't grapple tentacles, huh? He's just going to go for a bite attack. So it's a +6 for him to hit. So I'm just going to roll it and we add 6 to that. So, ooh, nice. 24.
That will hit.
Okay, it's 2d6 +4 for the bite. So 10 points of damage from the snake bite.
Nice.
Okay, and you should have control of that token now.
Yeah, I do, and it's just gonna kind of maneuver around over to this side.
Oh, that's
and
oh.
Okay.
And that'll be it. That'll be it for the snake.
And
not a lot of bonus actions for constrictor snakes, believe it or not.
As this amalgamation of tentacles, the likes of which some of you have fought before, they seem to come from the depths of this realm, and it is taking on the fearsome visage of the devil Showsh. And in its own language, and in many languages at once, it says the name of this devil. And just merely the sound of this name and knowing what has become of this creature strikes terror. If you would please, everybody roll a wisdom saving throw.
All right. I get advantage on those.
Yeah, I have advantage on all of my wisdom and charisma saving throws as a Verdan.
What the?
Didn't do me any good, though.
Well, this isn't a dragon, so I'll just try my
12.
best. 26.
Nice.
Okay.
19.
P-Crawl and Bezlock, you will take 18 psychic damage, and you'll be frightened for a minute. And on a successful save, you take half damage.
Can I use my inspiration? Oh, wait, no. You can't roll double advantage. Never mind. How much?
You can
18?
use your inspiration to re-roll that result if you want.
Oh, yes,
I'll allow
please.
that. I'll allow inspiration for that. Yeah.
Okay. Not with advantage this time.
Right. This would be the final shot at it. Yep.
Does the constrictor stank need to roll a save as well?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. Its wisdom is a 0, so it's gonna be a flat roll.
Thing just got spawned into existence and is immediately frightened.
And P-Crawl, you and the snake that you've summoned will be essentially just terrified of this horrific visage. And at the end of your turn, you can repeat that saving throw.
Okay.
And as this snake kind of moves amongst the tentacles, you notice them rear back and go to strike.
That's at the snake.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's AC's 12, so yeah, that definitely hits, and then
Doubled
it hits
it.
twice.
Yeah, unless he rolls a 1, I don't know what else is gonna.
Yeah,
Rank 2's of what? 60 HP?
yeah.
The snake will
This one
take
has 60.
21 damage, and it's grappled essentially and restrained. And to escape the grapple, it'll need to beat a specific DC.
Should have grappled first, bro. No, I'm kidding.
And as you know, some of these tentacles are preoccupied by the snake. The thing roils forward, moving slowly but deliberately towards you. Its other tentacles still outstretched, perhaps bringing the snake with it. And the tentacles seem to grow from its arms and lash out. And they're going to... one will first strike at P-Crawl.
30 feet away?
Yes, the tentacle is extremely
Oh,
long
fine.
as it reaches from the depths. 17 to hit.
17 just hits. That's my armor class.
If it makes it...
A tie hits. It has to meet
Oh.
or exceed your armor class. Yeah.
Oh no!
So you'll take 8 piercing damage and 12 necrotic damage. And please make a charisma saving throw.
Okay, I have advantage on those. Natural 20. 21.
Okay. And these tentacles are wrapping around you. They seem to almost be sprouting from your chest. And you fight off some kind of magic that is at play here. And just remember that you will be immune to this in the future. As you have made this save, in case I forget.
Okay.
And another of these tentacles reaches out, trying to strike at Mordecai.
DM,
Eight.
I believe I'm 35 feet away. Would it still have
thank
enough
you.
reach?
That's fine. No, and it will then lash out at Brahms. And that will be enough to hit Brahms. And I'm just going to be dealing average damage against Brahms. And next is Bezlock.
All right. So usually Bezlock, he just charges in with his trusty sword, but he doesn't have it, and he's hungover, and his confidence is shaken, and he's starting to realize that all of his conscious time seems to be in battles that he has no context for, and so he's just really confused. And so
That's fair.
instead of charging this one time, he moves laterally, and to get a better look at this big giant tentacle monster, and fires, pulls out his little firebolt disc and aims it at the creature and fires and misses fucking terribly. Jeez, what the hell is going on? It backfires and lights the tree behind him on fire.
Okay.
What a hangover will do, man.
Didn't clear the back blast.
Yeah, right.
And anything else from Bezlock?
Nope, he's pissed.
Okay. And Brahms begins casting magic and casts protection from
Good and evil.
on Reynold.
Oh, thank you.
And you'll have protection from aberrations.
Okay. Let me look at the
Okay.
spell so I know what I got.
After
Thank you.
Brahms is Mordecai.
Thank you, Brahms.
This looks like the big one, so I'm going all out from the start. I'm going to summon my full power and use the strongest magics at my disposal.
Do it.
Come on, you've been waiting for so long, baby. Come on.
I didn't charge this time. Ooh.
Oh, I was queuing up the fireball effect. Okay. Something else.
Something even stronger.
Debated.
Mental poison.
You see him hold his head and say, "Let me show you a little piece of my own hell."
Ooh.
I would like him to make an intelligence save. DC 18.
Yeah, does this massive tentacles have good intelligence?
I hope not.
Good for a tentacle.
Don't.
Well, if it saves, then it still takes 5d10. Oh, it didn't save.
Is that a save?
4. Not 1.
So he is going to take 5d10. He is restrained, and he currently sees around him a mass of gnarly jaws, as if a pack of hellhounds has surrounded him. Giant hellhounds. He
Okay.
cannot see beyond the illusion.
All
Only
right.
he can see it. It targets him alone.
And what's the damage?
That's going to be 5d10. If he reaches beyond the illusion in any way, it's another 10d10.
Jeez.
I wasn't expecting the spell to
Hit.
to go off.
Oh!
What is that damage?
Why?
Dude,
No.
to this game. Oh, wait. Quick, delete it.
I
He's
told
gone.
you.
He's gone.
I
The
told you.
DM's gone. Get him.
Yeah, delete it.
Delete
Delete it. Quick.
He's
I
rushing.
told
He's rushing.
you.
Quick before the man comes back.
Delete.
I told you I am cursed. It's
Sorry,
this
guys.
mask, I swear to God.
What is going on with this?
These rolls, you guys.
It's the-
Oh my gosh,
it's
this
the
is the
curse
redemption
of
arc.
man. How?
Not for the
Okay.
dice. These dice suck.
It's like summoning a Sharknado, but none of the sharks have teeth. Like, that's
The
like,
average-
come on.
Dude, the average is 25. How?
Taking Picture. I'm taking a picture of that.
It's not even
Oh
double
my
digits.
goodness.
That sucks. That
It's
sucks
not
so
even
much.
double digits. That's
Okay.
the most ones I've ever rolled.
Oh my.
Huge, humongous spell. Slaps him on the face.
Wait, can you use your inspiration to re-roll the damage?
I don't think so.
Unfortunately, not.
I don't
Will
think
that
you
be all from Mordecai?
He's gonna go to a corner and just cry.
Reynold nods.
I give up. I'm gonna use my full movement to create distance between me and him.
Reynold
But,
pats you on the back.
So that's like 30 feet forward, 30 feet north.
I'm
Man.
hungry, dude.
Okay. And next is Reynold.
Reynold is
Right.
appalled.
As,
Somebody send me the time stamp from when that happened so that I can put that on TikTok.
No, don't you worry. I got a stopwatch going. All right.
I have a box of tissue right here for my tears.
Okay. Wow. Well, that does help me decide what to do, though. Funnily enough.
He is restrained, so you all have advantage on attacks against him.
Are they melee
and
attacks?
you're
or
referring
any?
to this many tentacled beast, right?
Yes.
Yes, trapped within the cell. Okay.
So he's restrained. You have attacks against him have advantage. It doesn't have to be melee.
Okay. Cool. Well, Reynold is going to cast at 6th level. Wait a second. Hold on a second. This might be great. He's going to cast Sunbeam, which is a 60-foot line. I believe I can get there. Okay, so I'm going to move a little bit. 5, 10. I'm going to move 10 feet. Then I'm going to cast a spell from me. The 60 feet is going to be a 60-foot line cutting into him. And he must make a con saving throw. I thought it would have been Dex, but that's fine with me. He must make a Dex saving throw or take 68 and be blinded. On success, he takes half and isn't blinded. Undead and oozes have disadvantage on the saving throw. It's a tentacle mass, and it's creepy, so it could be either one of those.
+6. Oh, 26.
I don't think that matters
Saves.
much.
Okay.
Yes. So he takes...
So it'll still take half damage and
Yeah.
blinded. But not blinded.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll the... Wait, sorry, 68. It's D6s. So I'm going to roll... Sorry, let me spell who this. He takes... That's 25, and whatever half of that is what he takes. That's radiant damage. And once that happens, he is going to step back 5, 10, 15 with the remaining of his movement. So there, I believe the spell is still there, and it is a concentration for a minute. And light shines around me. So I think he makes that save every time. I'm not too sure on that. I never used Sunbeam before.
You can use your action to create a new line of radiance as long as you have your concentration. So it'll
Okay.
require your future action.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, that'll be it for me.
And then P. Crawl, you're up.
Did Therazessa go?
But Therazessa's her focus is kind of keeping the waters parted at this point.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm still frightened of this thing, right? So I'm going to backpedal and run all the way over here because I don't like it. But as I'm running away, I'll hear Mordecai saying about that it's like, encapsulated or whatever. So I'm not going to get close, but I will from over here, way over here, pull out my longbow and like nervously and shakedly try to take a shot at it. Now I would normally have disadvantage because I'm frightened of it, right? But I have advantage from the thing, right?
Yeah.
Am I
Because they're
interpreting
restrained.
all that right? So it's a straight roll, straight attack roll. Okay.
Okay, very good.
All right. I did mark it as a planar warrior, or with my planar warrior feature at the end of last round, so that's still on there. So didn't mean to roll it like that, but it's a 24.
That will hit.
All right. For 16 total on that one.
Okay.
And then second shot. I forgot to turn that off, but still, 19.
19 hits.
Okay. Oh wait, no. The force damage is only on the first stack. I forgot to take it off, so it's just the 9 piercing damage on that one.
Okay.
And
your arrows find their mark in what has become this, vaguely humanoid figure wearing the mask of the devil.
Yep, that's my turn. Do I get a chance to repeat the save
Yes.
on my turn, or?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
and you will have advantage due to the presence of Therazessa.
Okay, it was a wisdom save, right?
I believe so.
There we go, 25.
Very good. And the
Spores.
the
snake.
the snake. Yes, we have the snake. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Yes. Who is still grappled, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm assuming, I'm guessing the snake will probably try to get out of the grapple, since it's also frightened.
You can have an athletics or an acrobatics check to escape.
Okay. Does he have disadvantage for being frightened?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So he's got a plus 4 on the strength, so it's +4 to this. Yeah. So 6. Nope. Probably not going to get out.
It's still entangled.
Yeah. Well, I'd say he can't go anywhere. That was his action, so
Okay.
that's it for him.
And the massive tentacles it rears back, and it strikes at the snake.
Oh, wait, the snake needs to retry its save too.
Oh, okay.
If it lives.
Wait, he makes an attack across of the melee attack?
Isn't the dude surrounded by an illusion or whatever? That's all he can see.
He was also grappling something beforehand too.
That's true. He could probably still feel the snake.
Yeah, I picture the snake kind of entangled with the tentacles also, so I think he could probably still attack the snake.
Kind of just sucked it into its mass.
Like I would rule that it can occupy, the same space as
Curled up into
another creature.
Sure.
However many
Sure.
sizes smaller.
That makes good sense.
15. Okay, so that will that will not end the terror, unfortunately.
Okay. The 14 does hit.
And okay. Please take 7 piercing and 10 necrotic damage from this attack to Bortis. And wow.
Mental prison, huh?
I want to look at what the components of that spell are. Verbal. Okay. Definitely verbal. So
that's the best part. That is the best part.
Yeah, you don't need
creature.
12 diamonds.
Wow, and you've scattered as well. This is interesting.
Scatter.
We learned our lesson.
I ran in fear, so I don't know about y'all.
I ran in disgust, I think. Anger.
And this surge of tentacles roils through the gnashing teeth, and you can roll the damage for that as it does surge forward.
Oh, shit. That's 10d10.
I don't care.
The way we've been going, it's going to roll 20 damage.
Do I have to roll
damage?
Yeah, roll it.
Every single damage roll.
10d10, baby. Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Let's hope.
Come on, baby.
All right.
This will be the single biggest non-dragon breath roll I've ever seen.
I swear to God, if it's 10 ones.
It can't be below a 10. It'll take at least 10 damage.
I swear to God, if it is 10 ones.
Let's pray for
Or
70
it
plus.
could be
70
100.
plus.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's not bad. A little
That's
above
not
average.
bad. That is
Yeah.
not
Take it.
bad.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
That's a lot of damage.
That's
Took a
indeed.
chunk out of that
And
trucker.
you see the tentacles recoiling as if they're, being bit at by, I think you said shark. You called down the Sharknado on it, right?
The dog name.
It's
Basically, yeah.
Hellhounds. The Hound of
Hellhound.
Hell.
My mistake.
Hellhound NATO.
That was my
Excellent.
joke.
Excellent. So, as the tentacles roll before you, they lash out at whatever targets are near, and first will be Bezlock. Sorry, my desk getting a little bit cluttered here.
Ben's 40,000 notes.
That's a miss.
I don't suspect an 11 will hit.
New.
Okay. And another tentacle reaches out over Therazessa and attacks you, Reynold.
Ah, disadvantage. Ooh, okay.
It would have been
It's-
a 30, but a 23.
It still hits, but thankfully it's not a crit.
And will you make a charisma saving throw?
Oh, yes. I'm actually proficient in that? What? That's crazy. I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll that.
There you go.
13. Okay. You'll take 12 damage as the tentacle pierces your shoulder, and an additional 14 necrotic damage. And as the tentacles surround you, and they kind of come from under your armpits, and suddenly they burst through your torso itself. And these are spined tentacles, and they persist. And you will have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, and your speed is halved. These tentacles just kind of like fight against anything you try to do. If you try to swing a weapon, they, move to slap out, slap it away or whatnot. And another tentacle seeks to surround you and envelop you, Reynold.
Please stop. Disadvantage.
It has disadvantage, thank you. Or that will be...
It hits regardless.
Okay. Oh, okay, 20. And you become grappled
Leave me
by
alone.
this tentacle that lifts you.
Wait. Am I charmed, technically? I only ask because I made a charisma saving throw.
That's a good question, no.
Because I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. Currently.
Can you be cursed?
You always curse me, so yeah, I can. You love doing that.
You don't need a spell for that.
Bezlok, caught in this chaos, in this battle, and perhaps it's part of your insanity just coming to fruition. From time to time, your eyes scan the horizon looking for the light of your sword. Maybe one of these draconians or devils hiding somewhere in the trees with it. And perhaps you do see it as brilliant light surges forward, flying towards you. And as it comes into view, you see a person robed standing atop the back of a dragon, holding your sword triumphantly in the air. And if you would, Bezlok and Reynold, please make dexterity saving throws as fire erupts from the hand of this mage.
I gotta say, for Bezlok, probably another day in the office. So much crazy stuff has happened to him in the last 3 days he's known us.
I'm gonna add 5 to that roll.
I am stuck.
For 17.
Yeah.
Do I see that happening? And is he within 60 feet of me?
I think it's out of your line of sight at this point.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Please disregard.
This is the wizard, correct?
This who is attacking?
It's doing the fire bits.
Right. It seems to emanate from his hand. Take 27 damage, or half on a successful save.
Okay.
Was mine successful?
Sorry. At 17, yes. Yep, you succeed.
Okay.
So half rounded down would be 13. And this is Rio returning. And Reynold, as this figure comes into view, you recognize someone from your past. Someone you didn't get along with very well, that came to you and beseeched you. Is that a proper tense of that word?
He was rude.
Looked for the help of your god, and it was refused. He was quite rude. Well, this is him. You recognize him now, although he seems quite a bit richer, and of course riding the back of a dragon now, nonetheless. And you have fought dragons. This looks like, not a dragon of full strength, perhaps. I don't know how to explain that. It seems more like a mount or like a wyvern that you've fought, rather than having the intelligence of that dragons to possess. Next is Bezlok.
Was this a breath weapon from the dragon?
No, this was from the mage itself.
Okay, I already clarified that. Sorry.
Yeah.
No worries.
There was no dragon fear either. Say I ran. Wait, he's in the air right here. Like he's up in the air.
Right.
This guy over here.
Yep.
Okay, so if I ran to here, I just want to get a ruling. So if I'm here, can I use Thorn Whip? How far away can I try to pull him off the dragon?
What's your range for Thorn Whip?
Yeah, let me look. I'm pretty sure it's 30 feet. That's why I asked. It looks about 30. That's why.
I picture this. It's cresting the hill, essentially, kind of coming up on the horizon. So I don't picture it very high in the air. If you went, to near the edge here, then I think that would be possible.
Okay, so I'm aiming for my sword, or aiming for. Oh wait, no, crap! I can't do that. If he falls into the abyss with my sword, then I don't get it back.
So to clarify, there is land far below. It's just hundreds of feet below. So.
Oh, I can run down there. I immediately sprint towards my ancestral sword, abandoning the monster that looks like it's starting to take some damage. And I point up at the guy riding the dragon, and I shriek in a high pitched voice, "You must return what is not yours!" And then as I'm saying that, I pull out my crossbow and load. There's already a bolt in it, and I fire it up at both of them, and the bolt gets infused with white energy as it leaves the crossbow and turns into many, a whole barrage of crossbow bolts that are, going straight at him. So he's got to make a saving throw, or both of them take 16 damage.
Dex save.
Yeah. No, do I do it? I don't do it. They do.
I got to come in. Sorry. Yeah, +1. Oh, that'll fail. And then
sound more disappointed, please.
+2.
Oh,
2 fails. And the dragon seeks to cover, the first attack and shield its rider, but the nature of this spell prevents it from, completely shielding him. So go ahead.
All right, so we'll do for the dragon. We're casting this at 2nd level. So the dragon takes 12, and the rider takes 11. Which is actually higher than that's 2/3 damage. I'm not too sad about that.
Hey, one of those was higher than the 5d10 that was done at the beginning of the
Yeah.
Dude, we're not going to talk about this, okay?
I can't believe.
So I would have just a single damage roll for this, so we'll use the 12 for both.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Dude.
And and then Bezlok's helmet, his eye slots, they start to glow a little bit with like ethereal white light. And I end my turn.
Okay. Brahms backs up from the abomination before him. Doesn't seem he hasn't equipped any weapons yet. Am I correct in that? I know there's discussion of giving him something, but
I offered him a longsword if he wanted it, but he was doing a ritual.
I believe he has the
sword of sharpness.
He just doesn't attune to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see anyone else using it.
No one else is attuned to it, so he might as well have it.
He does back away carefully to the hallway, kind of shielding you, Mordecai, crouching, readying the sword for whatever terror may come. And next is Mordecai.
So, seeing that my illusion works so well, I'm gonna share a little bit more of my pain with him. So I'm gonna cast a spell that I haven't cast yet, I think.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
There is it. Here we are.
What?
Ooh, good one.
So if you wouldn't mind giving me another intelligence saving throw.
Jesus.
The 20.
It still takes half, doesn't it?
Okay.
He does.
So 4d6.
So that's 8d6. Okay, so that's 15.
That's not bad at all.
Okay. That is 2 points above average.
We'll take it.
That's amazing for me.
Mordecai, you seem really concerned with the average.
I'll take it.
And this many-tentacled beast seems badly injured. Some of the tentacles just kind of falling to the static. And next is Reynold.
Okay, gang. Do I want to try and hold this thing, or I just want to shoot it? This is a group vote.
Hmm.
I
Right.
can't hear you way over here.
Hold monster or guiding bolt.
Bezlok is in a fury, so he can't hear you.
Okay, all right. We're just gonna do this then. Yeah, we're gonna do none of those, and we're just gonna do a 5th level flame strike. I'm gonna need a dex save. A 10-foot radius, 40-foot height cylinder. 17 is my spell save DC.
So it saves.
Okay, so it's centered on it. This doesn't stay, so it doesn't matter where it's positioned, really. It takes 46 fire damage, which I'm rolling for first. And then, wow, look at that roll. 2 6s and 2 1s. So, takes 14 fire damage and 13 radiant damage. Both of those are halved.
Okay. Good damage.
Reynold is just going to back up. What's half of 25?
13, 12.
Yeah, 12 rounded down.
2 spaces.
So I can move 2 spaces with my nimbly little dwarven legs.
Okay.
We're going to move 5, 10. We're going to keep backing up like the scared people we are. And it is going to look towards Bezlok as he's doing his thing and be like, you know what? Sure, why not? And it's going to end his turn.
Okay. And Therazessa continues to stand before you, casting some kind of magic, seemingly in conflict with these tentacles, as she reaches out, deflecting whatever attacks they send her way. Also, her magic seeming to weaken this creature, whatever it is. Wow, everybody is just scattered.
It's good.
Amen.
It's not an enclosed throne room this time. It's a wide open space.
Get out of here. Don't you toodle my way. Get out of here.
He's coming for you.
Fucker's always following me.
The creature roiling over itself, the tentacles grow ever closer to Bezlok, and they reach out swiftly to strike.
Bezlok, look out.
No. Miss.
Bezlok, look out. He's coming for you.
No, he ain't hitting me. I'll spend all my spell slots. I don't care.
Another tentacle whips out, but 19 will miss. Is that right?
Yeah, that is correct.
A third tentacle tries to strike you, Bezlok,
Swear to God.
wanting badly to cast you over the side of this cliff.
If we're following the trend, it's going to be an 8.
That's a miss. Let's
Truly
go.
the best person this could have happened to.
Yeah.
Okay, and the dragon rider flies in swiftly.
Yeah. I'm gonna get him. Bring it on, mother trucker. Watch,
And
gonna
it
roll.
attacks you. 17. I'm sorry, it should have advantage.
I'll let it.
24.
It misses too. I as a reaction, I block it with shield,
Okay,
spending a slot. 3.
and this seems like a well-trained swordsman as he swings the sun sword at you again.
Not hitting me. That's a
22.
miss. I block it again with my shield,
The third strike will miss as well.
and I block it with my shield.
Bezlok over here tanking everything, man.
He's pissed. He's getting attacked with his ancestral sword. His armor reacted to it. I didn't even have a choice. Like, it was gonna happen no matter what.
And the dragon continues flying, carrying its rider hopefully out of harm's way.
Oh, yeah. You can run. But you can't hide. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I see that extra movement. Okay. All right. I'm going to get him.
And after that is Bezlock.
All right. Bezlock, after having just, did the 5Ds of dodge sword, he sees this coward flying off and shouts, and essentially tells him that he's a coward. And then he sprints. No, he doesn't sprint. He just runs to here and aims a thorn whip at the rider, trying to pull him towards him so he can get his sword back.
Okay.
And so when Bezlock does thorn whip, he pulls a pen-like device with a clicky top off of his belt, and he clicks it and then turns it around and it extends out, and it's like a little small chain with thorns on it, with spikes on it.
Did I get skipped?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, you were before me.
Are you trying to
I'm sorry.
deprive him of character moments, Ben? It's his debut. It's his first.
Oh my goodness.
Wake up, Ben!
Oh
Wake
my
up!
goodness.
You want me to stop, or should I just?
You can finish your turn, and then we'll come back
Yeah,
to
Okay.
Crawl.
Yeah,
So-
stop hitting the tea, man, and start drinking some coffee.
Oh my goodness. What are we doing here?
Start drinking coffee. Oh my lord! All right, so I did thorn whip. Roll the thorn whip here. Jesus, that's my.
Oh my!
All right.
Hey,
All right.
I would.
I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back. Good God.
I mean, after the ones that we rolled tonight.
That's
Look,
my third on attacks.
Too many,
I would
man.
help you, but it's a nat one. You
Oh.
know, it's-
I never used my advantage for the guy going in the air, the bird. But
I'm
it won't
sorry, we
matter.
ruled it had to be used the same turn.
Okay.
yeah. I
Don't
didn't
you
get
still
it
None
yet.
of us did that.
Don't you
None
still
of
have
us used
inspiration?
I used my inspiration instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It was good that he did, though.
it was.
Okay, then go ahead, Chris. P-Crawl. My apologies.
All right. No worries. I was like, it's been a minute. Hang on. Where am
Bodie
I?
busting my balls.
It's kind of watching now. Spectator
Alright.
sport for a reason.
So now that P-Crawl is no longer afraid of this thing, and it looks that it is very injured, right? This tentacle.
It is
thing.
badly injured. Yes.
So P-Crawl is going to start sprinting towards it. He's going to let his bow drop, and he's going to pull his scimitar. And as he's charging with his bonus action, he'll planar warrior mark this thing again. I've got 35 feet of movement. It's about 45 feet away from me, so it's going to be movement.
No,
and
you
then
can make it there.
teleport.
Yeah.
Oh, can I make it there? Okay, well, either way.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And I'll teleport anyway, just because it's
cool.
It's fancier. It's a 10 feet. It's no
Much
big deal.
better.
Um,
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a swing. Come on, baby.
Nice.
Didn't mean to do the advantage, but it's a 21 to hit.
Will hit.
All right. For
Nice. 26.
26 points of force damage. And actually, I don't think it makes a difference, but I realized I was misreading Planar Warrior. That attack, it's all force damage. Everything's converted to force. But
Okay.
so yeah, 26 points of force damage on that.
Okay. Very
All
good.
right,
Will
is he
that be
still
all?
standing?
This creature still persists, yes.
Okay. I've
The
got a second
tattered
attack.
mask of Showsh looming before you.
Oh shoot, that's a 16 to hit. That's probably not going to do it.
16 will not.
Okay. I still have my inspiration. Can I spend the inspiration?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'll I rolled with advantage by mistake anyway, so you want to just take that or do you want me to roll it again?
We can take that. We'll take the 22.
Okay. So the 22 hits.
That'll hit.
Right. I don't get the planar warrior on this. That's okay. So it'd be 13 damage with that attack.
And the construct, this humanoid creature made of these writhing tentacles, wavers before you. All of the tentacles then collapse, relaxed in a giant heap upon the shore here, and there's the subsisting of the Song of the Abyss as the resonant bass frequencies leave the hillside, and there's just the stark quiet contrasted by the rain. And this creature is slain.
Still got one last monster to kill.
And then, well, I have more other things that I want to do, but I know we're still in initiative, so that's it for my turn this round.
Okay. And Brahms rushes up beside Reynold and Bezlock. Goodness gracious.
Flies off screen.
It's just gone.
Jumps into the horizon. Is gone forever.
My giant snake is just gonna, for its turn, is just gonna come up next to me.
Okay. Sorry, I keep overlooking the snake as well. Next is Mordecai.
Mordecai, kill this thing.
Okay. Do I see the dragon rider now? Is he within my line of sight?
No, you're kind of within a hallway within the building.
Okay.
You need to move like to here
Seeing that they've slain
or here.
him, I'm going to use my full movement. Do I see him from here?
Yes.
How high is he flying?
Not fly. He hasn't. Not high. He hasn't taken to a high elevation yet. It's kind of trying to use the landscape to disappear almost.
Okay, in that case, this is a new spell for me. It's a invocation that I just took called Sculptor of Flesh.
Sculptor of what?
Sculptor of Flesh.
Oh,
Allow me.
flesh.
Alright.
Let me pull out the description.
Mordecai truly gets more horrifying with every level. What?
So,
Okay.
Okay.
Cast polymorph.
So- in the
Yes.
most grotesque way you can imagine, I twist and turn and gnarl my fingers, and as I do, you see this mage essentially... No, you know what? I'm going for the dragon. If they're not flying, if they're a safe distance from the ground, I'm going to gnarl this dragon and turn him into a turtle.
Right. What's my DC for the wisdom saving throw?
That's going to be an 18 wisdom.
Good old turtle strat.
This plus. I'm sorry. I need to find the page.
Oh, baby.
Oh no.
That's close.
It's a wisdom save for a drake. It's probably you're
Dude,
probably
that thing's probably got at least 2.
Nah, it's a drake.
Sorry,
It's
guys.
probably
I'm fumbling big here. I can't find
it's
it.
0 or 1 at
Look.
best.
I got it next turn if this doesn't work out, okay?
Wisdom +1.
Yeah, see,
Okay,
Nice.
so he fails.
Okay.
Or- he's a turtle now.
So you see this thing. I'm imagining it shrieking in pain
Ooh.
as this torn and crushed and bones rearranged in ways they were never meant to be. As I reshape its form into that of a turtle in the most grotesque transformation sequence you've ever seen.
Sideways, flat, 2D.
Let's just say it's called Sculptor of Flesh for a reason.
Yeah.
Randall just kind of looks sideways at Mordecai as this happens, like, are you okay? Everything okay, Mordecai?
And this is turning it into a turtle?
That's right.
The turtle turns over and just goes skipping across the rocks and off the sheer edge of the cliff. And
good.
Rio goes tumbling to the ground and falls off the cliff as well.
Swear to God, guys.
We're never finding that sword.
Does that end the combat?
Do a favor for me and let's if you would roll a D100 and you just want to be in the top 60 percentile, so like over
No.
40
For me?
or over. That's what you
Yeah.
want. Yes, Davis, please.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
I don't wanna.
Come on,
Top
man.
60. That's great.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey.
And the your sword is planted in the ground like a stake of light, like a lantern there. You see it as Rio falls away without it.
Something finally went right.
I sprint over and I do like a baseball slide up to the sword and I grab it and I'm like fussing over it, and you can see I have my tools out in my left hand like chopsticks, and I'm playing with it, and I'm just shaking and making weird noises.
If we're still in initiative order, right, there is something I want to do as quick as I can before Rio just falls to his doom, I presume. Hey, that rhymed. I don't want to take his turn away from him, you know.
Sure. So if Mordecai had just gone, so I'll allow that flavor from Bezlock as we're kind of winding up the combat. But yes, Reynold, you would have an opportunity to act as Rio's falling away.
Okay. Reynold is going to move towards the edge of the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. About how far of a drop is this?
Hundreds of feet.
And he would most assuredly die if he plummets all the way.
Yes, unless some miracle were to intervene.
I want to cast. I want to cast a banishment.
Because F you, that's why.
I need him to make a charisma save of 17.
Okay.
And he's falling, right?
How far off the ground, or how far has he fallen so far?
He's bye-bye.
Well, he fell 500
well,
feet
he's-
immediately.
Oh, yeah,
he's in the
he's dead.
process of falling because he falls immediately at the beginning of his turn. So it does give a round for reactions, right? I believe it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you immediately fall the full distance on your next turn. So as he's kind of skipping off the side here, you catch him with the banishment spell.
send him to the devil room where we just came from.
Okay, so there is Reynold is going to. So I've banished him at. Where is he exactly? Is he like falling off the edge in the process of going over? Does it look like I can go reach him if I end the banishment? I'm able to catch him. That's what I'm asking.
I'll place him on the map. I picture him 10 feet away from any edge like that. So you might need to come up with something for that. He's just rolling across the edge and has a lot of momentum because it seems as though they were trying to make their escape. So I picture him just slightly below level with the cliff and 10 feet out.
Okay, Brahms, come over here. I need your help. How long are your arms?
Brahms has some decently sized arms. He lends a hand. What do you need?
Okay.
Can I are we still doing this in initiative, or is this a little?
We got
Fast
10
moves,
rounds to play with.
At this point, we have like a minute to act, so we
Okay.
could break initiative. Yeah,
yeah.
What are you trying to do?
So
go ahead.
I see all this happening. I see all this happening over there. I'm gonna very quickly. I'm gonna turn over to my little my snake friend. Give him a little scrunch on the nose, and all right. Thanks so much for the help. You're good to go now. And I'm gonna drop concentration on that spell, and the giant constrictor is gonna just sort of like slither back into the ground, but just sort of dissipate as it goes down. And let's see how far.
Me looking at my inventory furiously.
Okay, so I am going to. How well would I know what's going on over there?
Not much, I would imagine.
Yeah, because you guys are pretty. I mean, I've got amazing perception, but also you guys are pretty far away, so I wouldn't know well enough to do that. So I'm not gonna do what I thought I was gonna do. I'm just gonna start making my way over there.
Okay, perhaps you hear him call to Brahms.
Yeah, I hear him call to Brahms, so I'm gonna. Yeah, that's when I'll dismiss my stake, and I'll go. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll use my action for that round to dash, so I can get up there with
That's
them
fine.
and just hey, what's going on? Where'd the fella go?
That's what we're gonna determine right now. So, my plan is to catch him and bring him back to safe ground, where we can punch the absolute crap out of him. I have a set of manacles that we can put on him. We can bind his hands and his mouth so he can't cast spells in any way whatsoever, and then we can interrogate him for info. I know the guy, so I want to talk to him and see how he ended up like this. Though, if he falls and dies, that's okay too. I mean, as long as he's dead at the end of it, we're good.
Reynold, what's your idea for catching this guy?
So, depending on how far Brahms is, like arm length wise, because I got 10 feet to cover. Anyone here good at lassoing? I got rope.
Who's the strongest among us?
It's probably Brahms.
Brahms, probably easily.
The top three.
And then Bezlock is a stout guy, isn't he?
No,
I have
I'm negative
can I-
2.
Can I ask a technical question?
I'm
Yeah.
kind of all right.
What is it?
Could one cast entangle on a cliffside?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Perfect. So then I'll just look at round, just kind of looking over the ledge. Just be like, all right, where's he at? Where was he?
I point to where he generally is at, where he is on the
Brahms
map.
can kind of like support you enough so that you can occupy a space over the edge of the cliff to that extent.
How far down was it?
Just under the level with the cliff, essentially.
Oh, okay, great. So then, yeah, all right. So P. Crawl will actually, as Brahms goes, he's like, oh, it's all right, and he's gonna get down and just sort of hop down onto the edge of the cliff, hanging onto the side. I have a climbing and swimming speed, so this is no problem to me. And so I'm just hanging off the cliff and I'm watching the spot, and I'm just holding entangle for like the split second before, or well, I wouldn't know exactly when before, but just as soon as I see him pop up, I'm gonna cast the entangle spell like right below where he pops up at, so that as he drops, it catches him.
Please go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Mordecai, I want you to be ready to use a counterspell if you have it. I don't want this guy getting away.
That's the plan.
Okay.
But I was going to say, if you want Brahm to catch him, I have 2 slots left. I can cast Fly on 3 of you.
We could really toy with this man's life, huh?
You guys will need to make the decision now whether or not to cast Fly, because time is passing as you're coming up with this idea.
Bezlock
I'm already
is
there
still
ready
just,
with entangle.
Yeah, Bezlock is still like, like rocking back and forth in trauma, and he's very frayed. He's hungover. All this stuff keeps happening to him. He has no idea what the hell's going on.
I realize at this point that I really don't care if this man lives.
Look, no, trust me. If we can get this guy to live, it'll be great. All right, so here's what we're doing. We're going to have you cast Fly on Brahms, me, and we'll have it on Pakral, because why not? Just in case, And you'll be ready to catch him with Entangle no matter what, but Brahms will be nearby to catch all the redundancy in the world that we'll ever need. And I'll have a set of manacles ready to clap his arms together, and we'll try to bind up him so he can't cast spells. That's the plan. All right.
Okay.
Reynolds starts counting down.
I cast spell on him. I cast Fly, so you guys can set up your positions.
We're all set up around where he's going to be.
Yeah. If I have fly on me, then I'll let go of the cliffside and I'll just float down a little bit below where, because Brahms is going to try to catch him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go below Brahms. So if Brahms misses him, then I'll try to do the intent.
Brahms is flying also?
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
A new
And-
experience.
Like he hasn't
Rio
had enough of those.
comes back into existence, materializing right before you, exactly where you thought he would be. And he's lost his momentum because he's been sitting in some demi-plane for about a minute.
Welcome
and
back.
As he drops, it triggers your readied actions. P-Crawl, are you still going to cast Entangle?
Not immediately now. So because
Okay.
Brahms is there to try to catch him, that's why I move
Okay.
further down. So like if he misses, I can try to catch him in the next
I'll roll for Brahms
immediately
to
after.
catch him. Brahms just grasps him in a bear hug and doesn't let go. And he's successfully grabbed him.
Get him to land.
And Brahms flies kind of awkwardly, barrel rolling through the air as Rio struggles, and they both just land upon the ground. But the Minotaur, he has
Significantly stronger.
a big strength advantage in this wrestling match. And he holds Rio pinned, ready for, whatever you guys have planned here.
Okay. I want to clap the manacles on his arms and take rope and gag him first of all, and then systematically tie a rope in between each of his fingers so he can't move them to cast somatic spells. And once all that is said and done, then I'll begin to cast another spell, but I want to make sure I have him tied up and ready first.
Okay. Go ahead, Bezlock.
Okay, so can you move his token to like wherever it's going to be?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because that will. He's there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and so you guys landed near Bezlock. Oh man. Okay. So I'm gonna roll, and I've already preordained what the action is gonna be, but I got to see what the roll is. Ooh, that's not good. So Bezlock sees the person who just stole his sword, just land right next to him, and he immediately freaks out and lashes out. But he doesn't attack. He doesn't attack the mage. He attacks his shield, his arm. So I'm gonna roll with my mace to hit my own arm. Okay, so I miss, and I go down, and I'm just crying. Nothing bad happens.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh my god.
If he took a hit, honestly, that would also be okay.
P-Crawl is gonna
it-
see that and go, oh, whoa, okay, all right. He's gonna
Look,
kneel
there's
down.
a lot of emotions in this group.
It would've- it would've-
it back. It's okay.
It would have triggered repulsion shield, which would have knocked him 10 feet back the direction he just came.
Oh no.
So
All right.
That's what you were doing.
Do we got him tied up, Ben?
Yes.
All right.
Apprehended successfully.
Does anyone possibly have anything that can give a disadvantage on saving throws at all?
Tax, yes. Saving throws, no.
No.
No. I don't have Bane or
knocking
anything.
people down's not really my thing. I'm more of a build you up kind of fella.
All right. We're just gonna go for it then. I'm gonna cast Gias on him. For a minute, I am looking this man in the eyes and speaking words of power given to me from Bahamut, as I'm saying the old sacred texts and tomes that they taught us in the temples that he has cast away in his moment of fall from grace. And I need to make a wisdom saving throw of 17. I wanted to bind him and make sure he couldn't do anything.
+2
6
with disadvantage, I think. Oh, there we go. Good. 4.
And as he's finishing up the casting, he grabs him with both hands on the eyes. Of, you have forgotten the light, and like a sigil on from both of his hands, kind of overlay his two sides of his head. And now, for the next 30 days, this creature is charmed by me. It takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to my instructions, but no more than once a day. I can issue any command I choose, short of an activity that result in certain death. So I can't tell him to just go jump off the cliff. And I can end it early if I want to, or remove curse, greater restoration, or wish spell can end it. Sadly, I couldn't channel it higher. Which will make it a year if I got a 7th level, but we're not there yet. So basically, for the next 30 days, this guy is my servant, essentially. And I look and I say, well, if anyone's got questions, here you are.
I'm going to go ahead and take a short rest or start one if I can.
Not gonna lie, you guys, they are an intense bunch of people. There's a lot.
A lot of emotions.
There's a lot of things happened here.
And I look up and I say, it's been a week.
It's been a week.
Brahms offers to keep watch, just kind of
minutes
patrolling the perimeter.
I want to issue some commands to him.
To Rio?
Yeah, to Rio. I want him to be... he's essentially charmed by me, so I want him to be friendly towards us, unable to attack us, and to answer questions truthfully regarding... or to answer questions truthfully, and to... I want him to review the scriptures of the light of Bahamut in order to get him back from his fall from grace. And essentially, over the course of a period of 30 days, try to recondition this man to make him good again.
So we'll be working together.
Yeah, I unbind him and then I take off his gag and I say, well, welcome to the fold. You disobey me, we'll kill you. But you'll do that yourself. Just don't say, just don't act against the whole, spell thing, and you'll be fine.
I hear you. I could be a part of this.
So are you just like greedy and that's why you went evil, or what's the deal, man? Because last time I saw you, we were in an alleyway and you started yelling at me because I was the chosen warrior of Bahamut. And then I was mean to you. I regret that. I wish I wasn't.
Really wanted Bahamut's help, and he refused.
Well,
now
what do you need help
left
with?
All of us.
Well, you didn't leave me.
When you say what does he need help with, you hear Bezlok say from the ground, he's going to need help breathing if you don't get him away from me.
Okay, let's take a walk over here.
All right, Bezlok, let's take a little walk here, fella. I'm gonna walk Bezlok in the opposite direction.
So what's the deal, man? What's going on?
My people have always been loyal to Bahamut, and simply wanted his blessing and for him to look after us. He did not choose us. So we found others who are welcoming. You saw me in my glory.
Yeah, you're dragging us now.
A dead turtle.
A turtle.
Yes, a shame about that.
So sorry about that.
Yeah.
First time, I didn't know what it was going to do.
But this guy's
wholly believe that.
This guy's point of view, he was riding his mount, and then all of a sudden he was riding a turtle. Then he was in another realm for a minute, and then he was in midair. This guy's got to feel pretty jarred too.
Tough day.
Yeah, tough 2 minutes.
I know what that feels like.
It was a strange initiation.
What, this or the other thing?
Oh, I meant this.
Oh,
your
well,
way
yeah.
of welcoming me into your kind of band of merry men here.
Well, you did try to kill us, but this is not the first person that's tried to kill me I've made friends with either.
Then I guess we're just putting that behind us.
It'll be hard to, but I'll always be suspicious of you turning back to the evil side. But for the next 30 days, I'm pretty confident in your ability to be nice. So what I how can you guarantee to me that you won't be trying to kill people again that don't deserve it, that are trying to help the realm out, i.e. killing a giant mass of tentacles that are making people go crazy?
Well, that was Shosh's fault, and I thought he could control the thing, and that's not what ended up happening at all. And now that that's gone, I mean, I could just probably take care of this place.
Do you have like a band you're traveling with currently, or are you just like a guy that was just following Showsh?
Well, I have my allies. Where do you think I got the dragon?
And I believe that's true. So crazy thing. What color was that dragon that he was riding in on?
It was. I don't think it was a dragon.
Or
we would have caught
It was
dragon
like
fear if it was
a reddish hue.
And he is Dragonborn adjacent.
So these are the mounts are kind of like distantly related to dragons, dragonels. He would explain to you, and but no, he does not have any draconic traits. There are others here, and I mean, some of them are not so useful, as you've seen.
How many do you think you could convince to take care of this place? I'm not really sure what to do now. I'm usually just on to the next thing and immediately trying to survive and save my own life and the others. Hey, Mordecai, come over here for a sec. I know you're taking a knee and everything.
I'm like sprawled out.
Okay, well, come to you. And Rhino just kind of like crouches over you while you're laying down on the ground. So, this guy's got allies, and he's nice for now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think we make of this? I didn't think this would work personally. I mean, you kind of got the whole, cult personality thing going on, so I figured you of all people would know.
Okay, we need every man we can get. If he's on our side and he's got dragons, well.
Well, I'm more of working for them, kind of. It's an agreement, an arrangement, a business arrangement, but, there are benefits to it.
What are their plans? Do you know?
Yes, they plan on taking the major cities here on the Dark Continent, on Unthuld. And they hope to, they're dealing with devils, and I think that might be a mistake, but they hope to wield the tentacles of the deep, as you've seen.
And who's they?
They?
Yeah.
The army that I work for, I have a commander above me, but there are many dragons who have ill designs, ancient dragons.
Are they metallic in nature? Like color palette wise, not like
chromatic
actual...
and the chromatic and metallic dragons have split and are warring.
Ooh, that's
Straight-
bad.
Are we in Dragonlance now?
You must have known with Bahamut's leaving, there would be a
So
war
you're-
between the dragons.
Yeah, I'm supposed to stop that.
So your army takes their orders from a dragon.
several dragons.
Are we on Kryn now? Did we get teleported to Kryn somehow? Oh,
Okay.
that smile is making me nervous.
So, oh God. Okay.
Wait, you guys
this
have
is the
been here
world.
before.
This is the
Yeah.
world of Gira. Yes.
Oh, okay.
We've been here.
Nuzlocke might have been freaking out there, though. The other
Yeah.
realms certainly exist in the same universe as Gira. So,
Yeah.
and in fact, P. Crawl is probably perhaps even familiar with these other realms.
So wait, where's Bacrawl? Bacrawl, how are you?
Oh, yeah.
Piccolo.
Piccolo.
You're all right. Don't know him. No relation. What can I do? How can I help you?
Okay, so be straight up with me, man. Are you like a good person? Yes, no. Just please humor me. We've gone through this enough times with different people. I'm not saying
keep in
you're a
mind-
bad person. I'm just asking what you know.
Keep in mind, our definition of good person is very flexible.
Case in point, and he points to Mordecai.
Oh, a case in point, and he gestures towards what's his name? Your new friend,
Nuzlocke.
Rio.
Rio. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
did he,
no,
did he
I've
sell
seen a
out
lot.
humanity? Yes, but
Listen, I've seen a lot of things here that have questionable, but if you're asking about me, I tried to do the right thing. I don't like people to be treated poorly, so I don't want that to happen. And I see that happening. I try to stop it. I don't like powerful entities like that thing coming in and making a mess of things for other people. So if I see that, I try to stop it. But other than that, I guess. Yes, I am a good person. I'm not am I a person? I'm not a person. I'm a good veteran.
Right. Can I roll just a complimentary insight check?
Yeah, all right.
it's a BBG.
I'll allow it. That's fine.
Roll a 1.
Yeah. You guys are so paranoid after Mitch came in as Lord Hillsborough.
Listen,
It served us well, honestly. It was a good lesson to learn. I got a 28.
He's
This
more
is-
confused by your question than anything else, and he is, if anything, he is apprehensive about telling you whether or not he's a good person because he doesn't know for sure if you are at this point.
Oh, okay. Oh, whew. All right. Good people all around. All right.
Yeah.
Reynold, you also suspect that his motives aren't quite as simple as all that.
Oh, aren't ours simple?
Oh, yeah.
Like ours are any better. Okay, Rio, you stand here. Go make friends. I'm gonna go talk to our new guy here. And I go and I take you aside to like a corner and I in hushed tones I tell you like, okay, I believe you. You're a good person. I know you're a little iffy about me, and honestly, completely fair.
Well, yeah.
So you seem like a little strange guy, but honestly, that you fit in pretty well here. I don't know how long you're going to be with us, but since you seem to know what some stuff, here's what's going on. Generally, bear with me. So my bird's the sun. That Minotaur is a general of an army. Mordecai wears the face of a devil. Well, most people know that thing already.
Yes, and you'll Reynold the Red, a very powerful cleric of Bahamut.
Yes, so there's a prophecy going on right now about the chromatic and metallic dragons fighting each other, and
Right.
and metallic ones are turning against humanity. And I just learned from our good old friend Rio over there, who I mercilessly spared, that that's starting to happen. It's
Chromatic
not-
turning against humanity.
Sorry, other way around. I am very flustered. It's not great. The old man I met in the alleyway was my god Bahamut, and he gave me one of the golden canaries. So, Julia is Sugarfleece, the sun. That's why I need the bird so bad. Now, we've got a lot on our plate. We've got a couple devils to kill, just because we gotta. We have doomed a continent so far. We are war criminals on this current continent, on Thuld, or on this. I don't know. The Council of Order wants
On
us
Thuld.
dead. On
Yes.
Thuld. The Council of Order wants us dead, and we're currently on their home turf, I believe. And that crazy water lady back there was our previous employer from a few months ago.
And as you give your new companion kind of a lowdown of what's going on, Theresesa's spell continues, and it seems to be kind of washing over the place with a cleansing water, refreshing the walls, kind of reconstructing where they'd been battered, beaten down. The trees straightening, shrinking to normal sizes, things of that nature, although the towering heights of the hill remain the same, and a light takes the place like a twilight. Bezlok, Brahms comes and steps up to you. Bezlok. Boo Boo. Where's Boo Boo?
No.
You got left behind. I like Bezlok's still like shaking, and, like try to like I said, he's gone through a lot, and he's like I said a little insane. So he's starting to come around. The caring in the voice. Wait, who said it?
Commander Brahms.
He can speak now.
He's regaining use of words. He can say some basic things. Yep.
So noticing that kind of helped Bezlok change mental gears, and he gets to his feet, and he says to what's his name?
Brahms.
Brahms says to Brahms, I will have to construct a new one.
If I hear this going on, I want to approach Bezlok.
Boo Boo 2.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Mordecai.
that'll be his name.
I'm gonna hand you 200 gold.
Ubuntu.
To help.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Oh, don't.
I have no use for gold.
Okay.
He truly doesn't. He handed me 1,000 gold at one point because I asked.
Okay.
How long, Bezlok, for Boo Boo 2?
How much do you need?
A smithy in 8 hours.
I take back the 200 gold.
Well, I have to buy all the metal. And
Okay.
I'm always collecting scraps of metal.
You
and
know what?
whatever, so
You know what? You have helped us tremendously. It is a small price to pay.
well, thank
But-
you.
What happens to Boo Boo?
What happens? We left him behind. We left him behind.
There are others behind. Wyman, other warriors, and
At the mention of
you recall the skeletal warriors, fully furnished in armaments, who attacked and struck down Wyman. Wyman is trapped, his spirit taken.
At the mention of Wyman, my grip tightens around my pact of the Rod Keeper. My Rod of the Pack Keeper.
Yeah, keep your hands on your rod. We got you. We got you.
It takes two hands, you know.
Heyo,
Hey, you need a healing word?
hiya.
Pact of the Rod Keeper, the new
Yeah.
subclass.
New D&D Cosmo edition.
D&D After Dark.
So what is? He's trying to like lead me somewhere, but I'm not understanding.
We save Boo Boo, we save Wyman, and we gain an army. The spirits cannot pass with no gods. They will surely join us.
That would save me a lot of time and effort.
Better than us joining them.
Can Reynold be returning back at this point?
Absolutely.
after giving the worst rundown of the basic situation that he's ever has.
Boo Boo is not your pet. Boo Boo is machine.
Yes, that is correct.
I see. But Wyman, his spirit. And Brahms just seems to contemplate that thought.
Look, I want to get Wyman back. If at the very least to put him to rest, you know? I mean, maybe we can find some way to bring him back if it comes to us, but we might be better off just taking him and burying him for the most part here. We can go to one of the places I've cast Hollow onto, and that's safe. You know, it's good. And no demons or anything can get there. He'll be good. His soul will be at peace. He'll be with the light, which is what I think he'll really like. But we got to get there again.
I cast plane shift.
No!
Not again.
What have you done?
I am not willing this time, dude.
All
That's
those
like-
devils just stand there, just look at us.
That's like borderline schizophrenic already, and y'all are just keep traumatizing him over and over.
As Mordecai raises the amulet, Brahms, first we rest.
Okay.
Mordecai.
Yeah, first we get rest.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
So, okay, gang.
Pitch a tent.
What's the next course of action? What are we doing immediately? Are we going back to get Wyman and Boo Boo and potentially killing that ice devil? Or are we doing something else?
I mean, so the Bezlok was on that continent to go to that keep because there was magic there that could maybe help him restore his family's legacy. So, yes, he wants to go back.
so we have Rasputin. We have the Ice Devil.
Yeah.
We have the Frozen Duke.
Mm-hmm. I mean, aren't those
We
two
ha-
the
we
same,
have-
or?
We have the Council.
Yeah.
We have a lot.
Let's go kill him.
Yukan has usurped the role of the Frozen Duke. Makazel is the original Frozen Duke, and he's not been able to gain access to this plane of existence yet, as you are familiar with. Brahms asks, "Why did you save me?" That is why you came.
So there's a guy called Rasputin.
Yeah. It's a whole thing. Like everything is.
Who has attacked another continent. They need your help.
And you explain the situation with Trikeshnia to Brahms?
That's right.
Thank you. He seems
We were the
conflicted
last
as well. Obviously, these people in this army were under his command, and now they're kind of at a stalemate with the armies of Rispatong.
How many people we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
beings.
Well, there's
I
Essa.
just want to just quick
Wait.
question.
No,
quick
it's all
question.
wrong. 6 people.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, quick question. Just a few little things. Who are the council? Who are Warren and Boo Boo? What about Makazel? Who? And why do you say an old man gave you a bird instead of saying my God gave me a duty?
Real.
The gods have abandoned
All
us.
right.
The devils have invaded. The dragons.
Well, no, I understand.
All
right.
I get that much. I know that. I know that. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with everything else. Because
We've
let's
lost
start. Who's
someone.
Warren?
We've lost a friend. And now his soul is restless. in
Why
the
do
possession
that?
of a devil.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, I got an idea. How many people can plane shift take? Up to 8, right?
I believe 7 and myself.
So, okay. So the next question is, Is Therizessa corporeal? Is she just like a water person now? What's going on with that? Therizessa? And he looks over.
Therizessa is no longer in a humanoid form and seems to have become the rain that is falling as you hear her singing.
So I take it you can't participate in a plane shift spell.
And thunder and lightning strike.
I'll take that as a no, or confirmation, whatever.
She seems a bit busy.
She'll
Okay.
be here now, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So, crazy idea, gang. We have gained one other person. We're up to 6 people now, including Rio. Now, what if we go to bed, wake up, we use plane shift, or try to get to the place where Wyman is at rest right now, the frozen palace of the Duke, and we go kick his ass, kill him, save all the souls, and Rio will be there to help us as not a spellcaster. Good for us, right?
Take his rod.
Take his rod. You become the frozen Duke or whatever. You know, that's your whole thing.
Listen, better than me than him, right?
Literally, man. I know you at the very least.
Better the devil you know.
Oh, sorry. Carl, are you gonna come in with us to go do this thing, or are you just kind of like, why were you here?
Well, you mentioned, because they told the whole story about in Tricastia and everything. So,
Yes.
you mentioned your friend Fellet that you mentioned over there.
Yeah, her. She's a cool cat.
Yeah, she is. She's a friend of mine too, actually. I was actually here. She sent me over here to talk about the lots of demons and devils and whatnot. I was here doing a little recon on that, and then you guys all sort of showed up and just
Mess it all up.
made it in such an interesting integration of things. But I think that right now, sort of our immediate paths at least are lining up a little bit. I think I will come with you, and yeah, we could do that. And while he's still talking with you, Reynald, he'll kind of trail off, and then he like locks eyes with you,
Mm-hmm.
and then glances towards Mordecai, and you get a like a psychic sort of feeling. I have limited telepathy with this race,
Yes,
so
again.
I can't speak to you. I can't speak to you, but I can.
Frank Rue.
Game changer.
Send ideas.
I can send it. I can give you the and you basically get the feeling of that. He's good with you. He's pretty sure that Bezlok is mostly harmless, except for to himself maybe. But he's very. You get a feeling of like discomfort with Mordecai, and a feeling of like that he wants to keep an eye on that.
You get back the idea of keeping an eye on Mordecai has been the main name of the game the entire time, and you feel a sense of a begrudging trust for Mordecai. And
Completely harmless.
I know it sounds like brief things about like ideas, but I like to imagine like you get the scene of like the deception and the betrayal in the last fight where like he like joking or like deceptively like thrusts a dagger at me.
Yeah.
You get that idea in your head of like not knowing if that was real or not. Not too sure.
So Pakral is just watching your face go through all sorts of contortions as you're trying to push all these feelings out, and he kind of leans up and he goes, "It's only one way, mate. I have no idea what you're trying to do. Sorry."
Oh. He's good for now. He's good.
So Bezlok goes around the corner and starts looking for a good place to make camp.
Yeah, let's go to sleep, guys. I'm tired.
And the nature of this place has changed, and some of the sense of accommodation that comes with the resort is returning. There are some rooms here, and there's just the frames of beds left. It might be, a nice, at least to get out of the storm, to, take refuge in the rooms. You can put your bedroll on the bed or on the floor as you like, and there is kind of a larger communal area with a fireplace. Bronze begins to light a fire, and the light of the magic being cast by Therazessa continues to illuminate the hilltop here in kind of a dim twilight.
Is there any elk meat?
I'm sorry?
Is there any elk meat?
Perhaps in the wine cellar. Hopefully nobody's allergic.
Guys, I just put all my my known infusions in the chat. When we wake up, you each may choose one.
Wow, awesome.
Whoa.
Wow.
It has to go on a non-magical item.
Oh.
Okay? It cannot already be magical.
Okay.
Well.
And this is where we're getting the end the adventure for this evening. Thank you everybody who's joined us. Feel free to join our Discord. Again, I did post a link in the chat there for you, J-Boss. Thanks for hanging out. And you can follow us on Twitter. We post from time to time. I've kind of kept catching up on back catalogs of the episodes, as well as getting a lot of the campaign music from the podcast all congregated into one area. So look for some of that stuff coming up. And we'll be back next week, next Monday at 6:10. And until then, the adventure continues.
Bye-bye.